Right now at 11, an update to the shooting incident in South Bend yesterday, how a neighbor is reacting. The CDC has released new holiday safety guidelines, what the experts say you should wear, why they should say you should wear a mask. And Ninja Golf had held a fall market today, how they're trying to give back to the community.
First, fast, accurate. You're watching WSBT 22 News at 11.
New at 11, a teenager was found dead by suspicious means in Benton Harbor. The city's police were sent to the 100 block of Parker Street at 8:45 this morning to check on someone laying in an alley. The person that died was a 17-year-old boy, and his family asked police not to release his name. The boy's body has been taken to Kalamazoo for an autopsy to figure out how he died. Benton Harbor police are asking you to give them a call if you have tips or security camera footage of the incident. And new information tonight about a 30-year-old woman killed in South Bend. Police say Sasha Agnew suffered from apparent gunshot injuries yesterday afternoon in the 800 block of South Lake Street. The South Bend Police Detective Bureau is handling this ongoing investigation. But right now, WSBT 22's Ronnie Doss is at the live desk. And Ronnie, you spoke with a neighbor whose sister played with Sasha's daughter.
That's right, Erica. He was shocked that something like this could happen in such a tight-knit neighborhood.
Everybody looks out for each other, and like I said before, we all know each other, so we don't really have any issues.
A homicide on Friday afternoon shocked a neighborhood, and a neighbor says the community will never be the same.
It's honestly reality shifting, because it's like you hear in the news a lot about people getting killed, but to have somebody that you know in your own neighborhood, it's just kind of hard to describe.
Police are still investigating the home where 30-year-old Sasha Agnew was murdered. Marvin Giles has lived in South Bend his whole life and this neighborhood for a number of years. He describes Sasha as a friendly, loving mom with a warm presence. He says she will definitely be missed and hopes the family can get the support they need during this difficult time.
I know her case will probably be affected drastically because of this event. So I think a safety net for her would be the most important thing for her children.
Giles hopes city leaders can address gun violence, answer tough questions to develop real policies, and inspire the community to grow together.
Yeah, I think we should have more community gardens and have people around that neighborhood get paid to work in that garden so that it'll bring the neighborhood together.
He says life after the shooting has been pretty tense. The hardest part was telling his sister.
Her daughter is actually pretty close to friends with my little sister, so yeah, having to tell her was pretty rough.
Giles gives her more attention to make sure she is doing okay, but says something definitely needs to change.
If we have more community events and more community leaders in those events, then I think that would help.
Marvin Giles says no one should be afraid to come forward. He says any information you provide can be very important to helping the people who hurt Sasha's family. Detectives say no suspects or arrests have been made at this time. At the live desk, Ryan Doss, WSBT 22 News.
Thank you, Ronnie. Police in Michigan are searching for a suspect after two people were shot in a local mall this afternoon. According to Flint Township Police, two people have been shot and currently in critical condition at a local hospital. Police say a handful of people got into a fight and things escalated from there. Officials are patrolling other shopping areas in the vicinity of the mall, but no arrests have been made yet. 4 people were shot outside a high school football game in Mobile, Alabama last night. Say they don't have a motive yet, but they say there may have been an argument outside the stadium around the time of the shooting. Police are now looking for 2 people who got into a white sedan and fled the scene. Nobody has been arrested at this point. A woman is in the hospital after a hit-and-run accident in Warsaw early yesterday morning. The incident happened on East Old Road 30 in the area of the Eastgate apartment at about 12:30 in the morning. A white Ford truck struck a 26-year-old female, then fled the area eastbound on Old Road 30. The victim was taken to the hospital for her injuries, but we don't know her condition at this time. Anybody with tips can contact the Warsaw Police. And one person is dead after a train and a vehicle collided at a railroad crossing in Gary. The South Shoreline president says that a motorist attempted to go around the gates at a crossing and was struck by the oncoming train around 6 this evening. One person inside the vehicle was pronounced dead at the scene, and this was yesterday evening, but their identity has not been released yet. No one on the train was injured.
We definitely felt like fall out there today. You can see a live look in Elkhart right now. It is dark, but with clear skies, our temperatures are just going to keep falling. Look at what our highs were today, mainly in the 50s. We did have some cloud cover at times, and that did make it feel a little cool. Clouds are clearing, and that is going to allow our temperatures to fall rather quickly through the night if the winds die down for brief periods of time. Now, we're still going to deal with a little bit of a breeze tonight, so that will make our temperatures feel a little bit cooler, but already in the 40s and 50s. Most of us are going to see those lows continue to fall into the 40s overnight. We're hovering right around 50 degrees right now. Here's the thing. Our temperatures are going to warm up. It's not going to stay this chilly. I'll show you just how warm things are going to be in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Lynette. It's only mid-October, but some retailers already have Christmas trees on display. The holiday season is coming up, and health officials have recommendations on how to spend time with your family and friends safely. John Lawrence reports.
People planning to travel for the upcoming holidays will have to pack their patience as kid era.
When things happen, they happen system-wide. And obviously, it's very tough to recover from that in the space of an afternoon or a day or so. So, just don't time things as tightly as you might have done before the pandemic kicked in.
Those travelers will also have to pack their masks. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says facial coverings are needed to spend time with family and friends safely. Health officials also recommend getting the COVID-19 shot before traveling.
Data is data. You can have whatever personal opinions you want. You can make whatever choice you want for your own health and your own body. But at this point in the pandemic, you're either going to get vaccinated or you're going to get COVID. That's where we are right now.
The CDC says the best way to protect children who aren't old enough to get the shot is for people around them to be vaccinated. But there's a chance more kids will be eligible soon.
We have to be overly cautious when it comes to our children. We have to make sure that we are making recommendations that are scientifically sound.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Ninja Golf in Granger was getting families into the fall feels today with the second ever fall market event. The market featured more than 30 local vendors with one-of-a-kind crafts, treats, and elegant fall decor. Everyone was able to play mini golf, go into the laser maze, and grab some ice cream from the cafe. The owner says that he wanted to reach out to the community and help make it a better place.
Yes, so our big mission is to make the community better. We love living here, love being a part of the community. We want to use this property and our venue just to excite people and surprise people, and to know that you don't have to go far. Like here in Michiana, you have something really awesome in your backyard that you can be a part of.
And as we continue into the fall, Ninja Golf is still open Sunday through Thursday from noon until 7, and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 8. Local beer enthusiasts were raising their glasses today to the return of the Michiana Festival of Beers. The annual craft beer sampling festival featured 25 breweries, cideries, and meaderies, and there were also 4 homebrew clubs organized by Michiana Extract and Grain Association. The event brings businesses for local breweries and helps raise money for resale to the rescue.
They're privately owned. We're supporting them, helping them to build their business, build their brand, celebrate craft beer to try to get people to come out and experience maybe a beer or a cider or a mead or a hard seltzer that they haven't tried before. And then all the money stays local. It stays in our community, and it's all about helping those. And in this case, Resale to the Rescue really supports local animal shelters.
Over the last few years, the event has raised more than $25,000 for local charities. More than 800 people came out to the festival this year. Supply chain backlogs are causing prices to decrease. And here's a live look outside Mishawaka, and hey, we're finally seeing some of those cool fall temperatures. It would be the perfect night for a bonfire, right? Lynette's back in a bit with your full forecast.
First to cover breaking news with Erica Finke. Your accurate storm alert forecast with meteorologist Lynette Grant and sports with Samantha Waddell. You're watching WSBT 22 News at 11.
The United States' bumpy pandemic recovery as Americans grappling with greater prices across the country. Labor shortages and supply chain problems are fueling higher prices on just about everything. The latest data shows consumer prices up more than 5% over the last year. Lilia Luciano has more.
Americans are digging deeper into their wallets this weekend. Food, gas, heat, everyday basics are getting more expensive.
Prices are ridiculous.
Consumer prices are at a 13-year high. Gas is up 42%, energy 25%, and at the grocery store, many items are out of stock.
The shelves are just completely empty.
America's demand for imported goods, coupled with logjams at the nation's ports, means shortages and higher prices.
The cost from point of origin to the destinations have gone up 10 times in the last 12 months.
University of Southern California global supply expert Nick Valles says consumers will bear the brunt, especially lower income Americans.
What does this mean for inequality?
That gap will widen because those that have a lot of resources, financials and otherwise, will do much better in the constrained environment that we're in today.
Small businesses are struggling. Owner Lily Kipper of Kip's Toy Store saw the warning signs months ago.
We did our homework and started ordering really early on, like in April, for the holidays.
How are you dealing with the backlog?
It's very similar to just COVID, accepting that it's totally out of our control. Every day we open, we're like, okay, are we going to get a shipment today? I hope so.
Unemployment claim any wage increases are not offsetting those rising prices. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, most of us had temperatures in the 50s today, but we're going to warm things up starting tomorrow. I'll show you how long that warm-up will last in just a few minutes.
Year 2 of COVID.
What do we know about how long immunity lasts?
Going where science and history are being made.
The very first U.S. sample of COVID-19.
Full Measure with Cheryl Atkinson.
Sunday at 10 on Fox Michiana. Download the WSBT 22 Storm Alert Weather app, sponsored by Legacy Heating and Air. Now, your accurate Storm Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Lynette Grant.
Well, we're definitely feeling the chill. At least it's cooler than where we have been for a while. This is actually where we should be for this time of the year, with morning lows in the 40s. Highs, though, should be in the 60s. We were a little bit cooler than that today. Now, we are going to warm things up. Starting tomorrow, we'll be back in the 60s. We've got a stretch of dry weather that's going to take us into next week. And with that brings lots of sunshine. Now, this morning, we started the day with temperatures in the 40s. A few spots held on to the 50s, but I expect us all to fall into the 40s by tomorrow morning. You see, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll be in those mid to upper 40s, and then by lunchtime, right around 60 degrees. That's already better than what we saw for high temperatures for Saturday. The sunshine continues, and that warms us into the low to mid 60s by tomorrow afternoon. One thing I do want to make note of for tomorrow, look at that sunrise. It's now at 8 o'clock, and for the next 3 weeks, we are going to see a sunrise of 8 o'clock or later and a sunset of 7 o'clock in the evening or earlier. So we are definitely shortening that amount of daylight that we're going to see, but that just tells us that we are inching closer and closer to those winter months. We're not quite in winter just yet. It is going to feel a little cool again tomorrow due to some breezy conditions. Winds out of the northwest tomorrow at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. But we're really not going to see any moisture make its way in. It stays dry. In fact, you could see the time changing when you look at Futurecast, but there's not a whole lot to track. That just means we are going to be inundated with sunshine the next few days, and that warms us up very nicely. We're in those 60s tomorrow, and again, 60s on Monday, probably closer to 70 degrees Monday. If we don't make it on Monday, we will be there Tuesday and Wednesday. The thing is, look at those temperatures going down by the end of the work week. We have another system coming through. Now, it's not a very strong system, but it is going to be strong enough to drop those temperatures and even bring a chance for a little bit of rain. Right now, I'm thinking that rain is going to arrive overnight Wednesday into Thursday, but you see that trying to move in by Wednesday. This is going to be a weak cold front in terms of moisture, but it is going to do enough damage to drop our temperatures from the 70s back into the 50s. Now, overnight tonight, we fall into the 40s. You're definitely going to feel the chill in the air overnight when you step outside tomorrow morning, whether it be for brunch or for church. It's going to feel like fall out there. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we see those high temperatures in the mid-60s. Very comfortable, lots of sunshine, still going to be a little bit breezy, so keep mind of that if you have outdoor plans tomorrow. But it's going to be really nice to get outside, get some fresh air. It'll be cool. Afternoons will be comfortable with low humidity and staying dry for the most part, too.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for that, too.
It's going to be nice to get outside.
Because it's been, I mean, this whole week has just been soaking. I mean, I guess.
It has. You know, we've needed the rain, and to get those vibrant colors in the trees, you need the rain and the cool air.
We have to take it.
Exactly.
Give and take.
We got the rain, now we have the cool air.
Okay. Thank you, Lynette. Marion High School girls soccer in the regional championship game. Samantha tells us if they're headed to the semi-states next in sports.
This sports segment on WSBT 22 is sponsored by your Platinum Chevy dealers. Now, sports with Samantha Waddell.
Notre Dame football on a bye week, coming off a thrilling come-from-behind victory over the Virginia Tech Hokies last Saturday. Up next for the Irish, it's the University of Southern California Trojans. The Trojans also on a bye week as they prepare for the 92nd meeting with the Irish. Notre Dame leads the series 47-36-5, and next Saturday will be their 6th meeting under the lights at Notre Dame Stadium with a 7:30 kickoff. Purdue Boilermakers hitting the road to face the number 2 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Boilers have won 4 of the last 3 meetings against the Hawkeyes. Start this game in the first quarter. Boilers quarterback Aiden O'Connell keeps it and takes it into the end zone. Purdue leads 7-0. Second quarter, Iowa running back Ivory Kelly Martin punches it in. 3-yard rushing touchdown. Iowa tying it up at 7. With less than 30 seconds before the half, O'Connell hits wide receiver TJ Sheffield on the edge for the 3-yard touchdown. Purdue leads 14-7. Fourth quarter, O'Connell's going to connect with wide receiver David Bell. Ooh, that's a beauty. 21-yard touchdown. O'Connell finishing the day with 375 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Purdue leading 24-7. Late in the fourth, it was Spencer Petras denied the quarterback sneak as the Boilers take over on downs to upset Iowa 24-7, snapping Iowa's 12-game winning streak.
For 2 weeks was, let's find ways to improve and have some creativity with it. At the same time, as we get closer to the game time and practice week, let's believe that you can go get it done, because we knew Iowa was playing at a high level and it's on the road. And then you got to go find a way to get it done. It takes a combination of both those things. It can't just be belief and then you show up and think it's going to happen. No, you got to find a way to get it done. So I give all of our credit to our players. They played extremely hard the entire game, made plays, competed, played together. It was unselfish. And our coaches worked extremely hard to put in a great plan. So very proud of our team.
10th ranked and undefeated Michigan State Spartans taking the Indians who faced each other. The Hoosiers shut out the Spartans 24-0. First quarter, quarterback Jack Tuttle is going to get us going, but he's intercepted by Cal Halliday. 30 yards to the house for the linemen. Spartans take a 7-3 lead. Third quarter we go. Quarterback Peyton Thorne. He'll connect with tight end Tyler Hunt. 12-yard touchdown. Michigan State extends their lead 17-9. Fourth quarter, running back Stephen Carr punches it in. 1-yard touchdown. They're going to go for 2. Does it work? 2-point conversion. Tuttle flips it to tight end Peyton Hendershot, and he's taken down just short of the goal line. Indiana now down 17-15. 3 minutes to go. Tuttle, he's sacked by Jacob Panashuk for 11-yard loss. Indiana turns it over on downs as Michigan State holds on and wins it 20-15. Fourth-ranked Marion Knights girls soccer team had a goal at the beginning of the season to reach the state title game. Marion finished regular season play 8th in the Northern Indiana Conference. However, they have swept their opponents in the postseason, outscoring them 22-0. The Knights are on a 5-game winning streak as they take on 16th-ranked West Lafayette in the regional championship game. Second half, freshman forward Daisy Moody connects with senior forward Mia Garatoni for the goal. Knights take a 2-1 lead in the 42nd minute. West Lafayette, though, will try to respond. It's senior forward Kylie Reef who sends it out to the goal, but it's caught by goalie Ansley Butler. And we're going to keep the momentum going. 10 minutes remaining. Senior defender Addison Shadley sends it to Garatoni, who strikes again in the 70th minute. 3-1 Knights. Marion Knights are your 2A regional champions with a 3-1 win over West Lafayette. Their fans, they're on the next level. Those girls lucked out with their family and fans in the stands.
Can we just have them in the studio cheering us on too? That'd be awesome.
So much fun.
But no, they actually need them. I mean, they're going to go far. So
they are. They're a very good team. Their chemistry is out of this world, and I think hopefully we'll be seeing them in the state game. Just one more game before we get there.
Hey, let's stay
one
tuned.
game at a time.
Thank you, Samantha. We'll be right back.
Tired of the pop-up ads and paywalls preventing you from getting the news? Important information should be available to everyone. Turn to WSBT.com, download our apps, and follow us on social media for free news and weather at your fingertips.
Fall may look beautiful, but it can still threaten.
Just because temperatures are cooling down doesn't mean the chance for severe weather is over. The WSBT 22 Storm Alert Weather Team is on the job, alerting, tracking, and warning you about what's coming next. Trust the WSBT 22 Storm Alert Weather Team.
Finally tonight, some would say today is a perfect day because it's World Cat Day. The purpose of today is to bring awareness to humane and non-lethal programs for cats. And did you know that felines are likely to be euthanized at a much higher rate than other shelter animals? But programs geared at capturing and neutering can help control populations and make it possible for stray cats to live full and healthy lives. So you can honor this global day for cats and kittens and all the kitties out there by finding and supporting our local programs. Oh,
I was gonna say, out of the three of us, Erica, you're the only
I'm
one
the only
with a
cat owner.
right?
Yes.
I grew up with cats though.
Yes, I wish. Yes, you did.
But
yes.
like, we need to have pictures of Stevie.
I know you
She's
guys
the
will
cutest
see
cat in the
Stevie.
entire
She
world.
looks like a leopard. She
I
is
love
a
that.
yes. She's so cool. She really looks like a leopard. She's wild.
See, we didn't grow up with cats. My mom was allergic. So
Oh man, there's a lot of people out there.
Now I enjoy going to my friends and seeing their cats because I didn't get a chance to grow up with them.
Well, hopefully we start to get some Halloween temps going and we get to see animals in costumes.
Oh my gosh, yes. And this week is going to feel like fall. There's the exception of a few days near 70 degrees, but overall we have those cool mornings, comfortable afternoons, lots of sunshine. Next chance of rain holds off until Wednesday, late in the day, maybe in the evening as well, and into Thursday.
All right, great. Our next news is tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Stay up to date around the clock with the WSBT 22 News app. Have a good night.